Hello, pathetic, sniveling, spineless scumbags. And I'm talking to you. If you're hearing this, I'm talking to you. Okay? I'm gonna talk real slow to help all of you understand me. Okay? Because I guess it's true, my brain work a little bit faster than yours. A lot faster, probably. So, um, I cannot continue, okay, letting somebody get away with masterminding COVID, okay? It's quite simple, okay? Bill Gates masterminded COVID, and I'm gonna prove to you how I know this, okay? And truth be known, if you do not understand it, by the time I'm finished saying it 88 times really slow, if you do not understand it, if it does not click with you, okay, then unfortunately, got bad news for you. You have some kind of brain abnormality, deficit, uh, retardation, okay? So, Bill Gates, okay, did COVID, and this is how I know, okay? His name rhymes with hates, okay? We're gonna start there, okay? It seem like it's, not, uh, it does seem like it's a little bit far fetched, but I swear on my life, okay, I'm willing to take my own life in protest of this, okay? I am certain of it. I'm betting my life on it. As a matter of fact, I'm risking my life for it, okay? Which is another indicator that what I'm saying is true, okay? So his name rhymes with hate, okay? Because the man truly hates people, okay? About 20 or so years ago, when I started learning about the Illuminati, okay, I heard back then, okay, how old was I? About 20 years old. I heard back then that Bill Gates was not bringing vaccines to Africa. Okay, he was bringing viruses. Okay, he was bringing bad stuff. He wanted to kill the people. Because think about it. What good would keeping impoverished people like alive with no fucking, infrastructure, no housing, no, nothing else? Okay. The guy was fixated on pumping people with needles. Okay. Um, and again, what good would that do keeping people alive that are just, like suffering, dying in poverty? Okay. That's that's not what you do. He was trying to actually kill the people. Ever since you heard of him doing that, that's what he was trying to do. Okay. Bill Gates has not cared about another person once in his fucking life. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain um, biologically why something like that would be impossible for him to care. Okay. So he has not been giving people vaccines, he's been giving people viruses. Okay. And think bad things. Okay. So not only does his name rhyme with hates, okay, but he really does hate people, okay. So second evidence, okay, he is a virus guy. Bill Gates is a virus guy. He created computer viruses, okay. Then he created the antivirus, okay. Bill Gates is a virus guy, okay. If anybody was gonna create a COVID or be an expert or something on a COVID, it would be him. The man is just, viruses are in his blood. Okay. So he's a virus guy. Okay. Number three. Okay. The TED Talks 2015. Okay. That right there, that was the slam dunk for me. Okay. If you watch that man talk for even 8 minutes, 8 minutes about a pandemic that hasn't even happened yet, that he's calling out like ahead of time, in a reasonable amount of time that it would have taken to organize it, research it, and do COVID, right? Like 5 years, 2015, okay, 2000. If you don't know when you watch TED Talks 2015 that the man did COVID, that is a major indicator of mental retardation, okay? Um, I mean, I had goosebumps the whole time, and most of it's been taken off the internet. There's only like 8 minutes of it, and it was longer than 8 minutes, right? I don't know how long the original one is. I could probably go find out, but I already know that it was, that's all that's left, and he took it off the internet for a reason. Okay. So, lastly, okay, and then that's going to bring us into some other things we need to talk about. Okay, folks, his reaction, his reaction to me posting something that's bogus, apparently, okay, is that of a guilty person, okay? Because it's not bogus, it's 1000% true, okay? And people say 1000% because, they're so sure that it's sure and it's a sure deal. It's a sure deal. Bill Gates did COVID, people, okay? And his reaction is that of a guilty person, okay? So, for like 2 months, I had been posting on Facebook that Bill Gates did COVID because it just hit me like a ton of bricks one day, okay? And why it hit me, okay, is another special thing that I want to tell you about. Why it hit me like a ton of bricks is because I drew a symbol of a demon that is in existence to reveal secrets to people and plots going on around them, either about them or about bigger things. So I drew this demon. Okay, I've been drawing it for like 6 years, but I drew it like nonstop. I kept drawing it. I used to only draw it like maybe once like, every couple months or something, because that's all I needed it for. But I ended up drawing it like constantly, and it ended up revealing some very big stuff to me. So, this being the one. This is the biggest news to hit the planet in 25,000 years. Okay, so the demon revealed to me Bill Gates did COVID. It hit me like a ton of bricks, and I had this instant mission. Something inside of me telling me, Tiffany, time for you to inform the public of this. This is very serious. And I didn't know where it was going to be leading, but now I do. But when I started, I did not know where this whole thing was going to be leading, and now I do. So I had this urge to tell the world about Bill Gates doing COVID. I started putting it on my Facebook about 2.5 months ago, and each individual post was getting taken down individually. They were sanctioning me. Oh, you don't, not really explaining why, but I just saying, we're taking down the post about Bill Gates doing COVID. It's just like they were taking him down. Well, I upped the ante and I insulted his wife because I was sick of people not paying any attention to the post about him doing COVID. So I said, I can't believe you laid her, as in Melinda. And I said, expressionless blank sheets of paper, as in his kids being ugly, expressionless blank sheets of paper. And apparently that did the trick. Okay, that got little Billy Boy's attention. He did not like that I said that about his expressionless blank sheets of paper, which they are. He didn't like that, and immediately within like about maybe 2 hours, okay, within 2 hours of that, all of my Facebook profiles were deleted, erased, like they were just taken down. Okay, without any appeal, nothing. They were erased. We have disabled your account. You cannot appeal this decision, is what they said. Okay, and they still say that. Okay, so we have disabled your account. All of my Facebook profiles with years and years and years of media on there of the irretrievable intellectual property. Okay, that was intellectual property that you guys deleted. Okay, it's irretrievable. Okay, according to you, and it's gone. Okay, within 2 hours of me insulting his wife. Okay, so I imagine he was like, oh, this, watching me or whatever about me writing the COVID stuff. But then when I, said insulted his wife, he was like, oh, okay, well, let's fucking get rid of this scumbag. And he thought that I was a scumbag because I was in the Motel 6, and they're able to find that out immediately based on the IP address. So I was in the Motel 6, and he figured I was disposable because why would somebody be in the Motel 6 unless nobody cared about them? Okay, it's not a place you be, and if somebody cared about you, okay, which is fine with me because I fucking hate all of you too. Okay, I'm gonna explain why. But anyway, so I was in the Motel 6. He thought I was disposable. Okay, and within 2 hours of the profiles getting taken down, okay, a man checks in right underneath my hotel room. A man checks in that looks exactly like Bill Gates, okay, except 10 years younger. All right. So this man checks in, looks just like Bill Gates, 10 years younger. I even said to the guy, wow, looking like Bill Gates. And he went like that. So I thought that was weird. And I'm just like, whoa, something is going on. Okay. But it hadn't quite started yet. So I'm on my computer at the hotel and I notice a internet connection, Wi-Fi connection broadcasting that I've never seen before, and I've been staying there, frequently. And I always trying to get on the internet, always getting kicked off of the stupid, the internet there, the Wi-Fi, because it's shit. And so I'm always looking at the Wi-Fi profiles, the Wi-Fi networks. And there's a new one on there. Okay. As soon as the guy downstairs that looks like Bill Gates gets there. Okay. And it's broadcasting something that says Enki's phone. The SSID says Enki's phone. ENKI, Enki's phone. Okay. Well, I happen to know because I used to research aliens 20 years ago, but just forgot about it because I couldn't get anywhere with it. That Enki is an alien. He's an Anunnaki alien. And sure enough, when I looked that up, I confirmed that Enki is an alien. It's an Anunnaki alien. We're going to talk more about them later. So, about an hour after that, okay, an hour after the guy that looks like Bill Gates gets there, or 2 hours before that, 3 hours. Okay, we're talking about a couple of hours here, folks. A truck pulls up right next to my hotel room, right in front of it, okay, with Nevada plates, okay. Uh, both plates had the Nevada covered up. I had to get up real close to see that it was Nevada plates. Okay, so the Nevada's covered up on this truck, a truck full of Mexicans, okay, with two freezers in the back, two big freezers. They were not brand new. They were, used freezers in the back of the truck, and one, a little one, okay, obviously for my dog. Okay, those freezers were for me, my mom, and my dog. Okay, and the guy that got out of that truck, sat by my door on the stairs for 2 hours, would not move. Okay, and when his room was somewhere else, okay, on the property, nowhere near mine, and he sat on my stairs by my door, like a couple feet from my door, for 2 hours, probably waiting to chloroform me. Okay, and the guy there that looked like Bill Gates was definitely his family supervising what was going to be, my kidnap and murder. Okay. I was able to foil that plan by immediately, it hit me, the whole thing, what the whole thing was going on. Took video of it, put it on Facebook, and they couldn't do jack shit because, I mean, hello, I outed them. They weren't going to take a chance, right? They knew most likely nobody saw that or like was going to be following them. They couldn't take a chance. Okay. I had outed them on their plan. So yeah, those people skedaddled and their freezers were gone like first thing in the morning. Okay. And trust me, let me just say this too. Okay. Because I can fucking explain every single thing, fact check it back and forth. What the fuck would somebody in California need with fucking used freezers from fucking Nevada? From Mexicans with plates covered up that didn't want anybody to know where they were coming from or going. Okay. Thank you. Okay. We didn't need their fucking freezers. They were there to kill me. Okay. So, by the way, it was two people, two Mexicans and like four other Mexicans, two Mexicans in the front seat and like four other ones in the back. Okay, like there was a group of Mexicans ready to kill. So anyway, those two people there to to kill me, and I foiled the plan. So oddly enough, I had to leave the Motel 6. I asked them to move my room, and they wouldn't do it. So I left. Okay. Plus they wanted me to leave. I'm like, I'm leaving. You got cockroaches, you disgusting scum, Indian slumlords at the Motel 6 in Pleasanton. And it's owned by some company named La Mirada, some fucking rich, ugly scumbags in Orinda or Lafayette. Owned by, I guess the stakeholders in that thing are Asian, Mexican, and Asian and Mexican. And that makes sense because it's a fucking place that needs to get torn down. It's a tear down. Okay. Anyway, so left that place, went to the Pleasanton Marriott. Okay, and get Pleasanton Marriott, beautiful, right? Okay, except Stephen Marriott is a scumbag that tried to keep my mom's money because guess who came there to talk shit about me? You guys will never believe it. Okay, but I got it. I got a picture of it. Bill Gates' son was in the parking lot. Okay, I parked right next to him. Okay, I didn't realize that that there was somebody sitting in the car. I look over, I see somebody in the car that looked just like Bill Gates again, okay? And I noticed that the fucking car have Washington plates, okay? I got the Washington plates. I wrote it down somewhere in a post, okay? And sent it in many emails. Okay, I don't remember what it is. I think CMZ 7805 or something like that. Okay, so I see Bill Gates' son next to me in the car, right? And I get a picture. He takes off real fast. Okay. That day, I noticed that just over the Marriott, the Pleasanton Marriott, there was like 20 chemtrails. Okay. And I even took pictures of that. I saw that there was like 20 chemtrails, and I even took pictures of that. Okay. 20 chemtrails crisscrossing over each other. I'm like, I've heard about what chemtrails are or not, or what they suspect it to be, but they must be something because 20 of them crisscrossing just over the Marriott, right? That's weird. Okay, so I was like, wow, that's weird. I took pictures of that. I posted them too. And then oddly enough, I think that they got taken down. I'm pretty sure because like people are on a mission to protect this fucking murderer, psycho, alien. Okay. But we're not even done yet. This is fucking pure insanity. Okay. So, um, I also furthermore notice that, let's see, for about 2 years, I've been getting these emails from LinkedIn, okay, only about Bill Gates. Okay, connect with Bill Gates, connect with Bill Gates, connect with Bill Gates. Well, we all know that that most likely means that he's looking at my profile, okay, because only got these emails about Bill Gates, okay, and I never really used LinkedIn. Okay, so I wouldn't be getting them about people I've looked up or, because I don't use the thing. Okay, but Bill Gates, connect with Bill Gates, connect with Bill Gates. Well, we know that he bought LinkedIn. Okay, his company bought LinkedIn in 2016. Okay, um, connect with Bill Gates. And I just didn't, I was like, there's no way he's looking at my profile. But apparently he was, because Bill Gates has had his eye on me for a little while. Who knows exactly how long? My cousin, my sick pedophile cousin, who I'll just bring, I'm so sick of saying the story, but raped me underage in Connecticut and owes me millions of dollars in Connecticut. Okay, for that crime, raping me underage with roofies with force. Okay, nothing consensual about it one bit. He raped me while I was in and out of consciousness. Okay, for a day straight. Okay, after he roofied me. Okay, um, nothing consensual about it. He's a monster pedophile scumbag. Okay, his mother. Okay, around that time, in the year 2000, his mother was had 69 arrests. It says in a newspaper article, 69 arrests at age 41 in the year 2001. So they're pure scum. Okay. I remember him raping his sisters when they were, 5 and 8 or something like that. And they tried to, do it to me. They tried to, do that to me, but my mom wouldn't let me go near them. And one time they did have me lay down on the ground and they humped me, but I had clothes on. Okay. So there, I mean, I'm confirming, I'm telling you, okay, my own eyes and, body. Okay. They're perverted scum. Okay. They've been raping each other since they were 4 and 8 years old. Okay, sick. They're sick, demented scum. And sometimes people just are sick, demented scum. Okay. My mom told me stay away from them. She told me even as a kid, stay away from them. They're bad. So, and the whole thing is he stalked me on AOL, pretended to bump into me as I walked into a grocery store, lured me back to his place, roofied me. He roofied me with roofies he said he got from Mexico. And then, like I said, raped me for a day straight while I was in and out of consciousness. So he's pure scum, pedophile. And he went on to become a billionaire, okay, with scam nonprofits and real estate fraud that I fucking solved another case, real estate fraud orchestrated around the country and around the world that he has been doing with Bill Gates. Okay. Yeah, that brings me to Bill Gates. He befriended Bill Gates by, I'm pretty sure, writing him in jail, from jail, because that my cousin's a creepy weirdo. He is the equivalent of Sante and Kenneth Kine. And he befriended Frank Abagnale, okay, Catch Me If You Can guy, and named his daughter Abigail after Frank Abagnale. He's a sick, okay, scum, pedophile, and got rich because he has a pedophile bond with Bill Gates. And I know now they've been doing the real estate um, fraud. So Bill Gates been having his eye on me, okay, because my cousin talked Bill Gates into hating me, okay, because what do pedophiles hate more than a victim trying to get justice? And that's what I've been trying to do for several years now with my cousin. He owes me millions of dollars, okay, in the state of Connecticut. Tell me that you would walk away from that. Okay, he owes me millions of dollars in the state of Connecticut. Everybody's like, oh, just move on and everything. That's obviously people on his team telling me to move on and just forget about it. Yeah, not happening, folks. I'm getting money from the faggot scumbag. I'm psychic, okay, and I could tell, I already know it's going to happen, just a matter of time. I'm just trying to make it happen ASAP because I deserve it. And that person deserves to rot in hell and be mutilated. Okay, burn in a fucking fire and wood chipper and all that stuff. Every way you could possibly kill somebody, my cousin deserve it. To have every way you could kill somebody, he deserves all the ways. And at the same time. And so does Bill Gates. Okay. Because here's the big one, folks. Okay. Then I'm gonna let this marinate. Okay. Bill Gates hatched the idea in 2015 for COVID. Okay. Because that is the year that well, he's been doing this probably for a long time because I've heard about this going on at Bohemian Grove, okay? And I fully believe it, okay? And I've believed it ever since I heard it 20 years ago because they think that they're gods. And what do the gods in our past do to people? Okay, the Mayans, the Romans, they fucking pull your beating heart out and they eat it in front of a crowd of people. Okay, they thought that they were gods and they've been doing some stuff. Here goes, folks. Bill Gates, okay, hatched the idea for COVID in 2015 because that's when the celebrities, okay, started raping, killing, and some of them drinking the blood of orphans. Okay, that is what the big Jeffrey Epstein secret is. Okay, that's what you'll never actually hear or see in those files because why do you think it's been taking so long for them to edit those files because they don't want none of that in there. Okay. I'll tell you why, real quick, of why they don't want that in there for sure. Okay, so yes, the celebrities, A-list celebrities, been doing the shit since 2015, and I heard about it then, to be honest with you, on the, like the Illuminati, like talk wave shit, like the forums and stuff. I heard about it then, but I was like, no fucking way. Are those people doing it? No way. Sure enough, they are. Okay, they're doing it. Him and Bill Gates. I mean, Bill Gates, like I said, been doing it longer. Like he drank the blood too. He goes one step further, and he definitely drinks the blood. And some of them do. Okay, so the reason why he came up with COVID in 2015, okay, is because he wanted to continue. They all wanted to continue to be able to rape and kill and drink the blood of orphans without the danger of us public finding out and doing that shit to them, fucking raping and fucking killing and fucking drinking their blood. Okay, because that's what they deserve ultimately. If anybody on the planet deserves it, it's them. Okay, so he hatched the plan then because that's when they were doing it and they fell in love with doing it. They got addicted to it. They got addicted to doing this. They didn't want to stop. They said it was the ultimate thrill. They all told each other. They all started doing it and they said it was the ultimate thrill and they could not stop. They did not want to stop. Okay. They relayed that to Bill Gates and he's like, okay, I've got to get rid of the world population. Okay. So that we can continue doing this. Okay. Without any fear of backlash, without any fear of us finding out and killing those people. Okay. Which, I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Okay. Getting to that's what needs to happen to those people. Okay. Period. Okay. That's what they've been doing. They need to die. Okay. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not telling anybody to do it. I'm just saying those people have been doing that and they need to die. Okay. And anybody that knows this, okay, that's why I'm trying to tell people anybody who knows this and allows them to get away with it, anybody who knows this and does not, you know, do what I just said, like you're just as guilty as them. Okay. So again, people, it's all true. Bill Gates did COVID. He's an Anunnaki alien. I'll probably do a video because I'm a little bit tired. It's 23 minutes. This is exhausting trying to save the fucking world. Okay. I'm going to elaborate later on Anunnaki aliens, the fact that they engineered our human race to mine gold for them because gold is very valuable to them. Okay. I always wonder why people buy gold, but they don't even ask why it's valuable. Okay. Gold is valuable for a reason, and I'm going to get into that later. Why do you think the price has skyrocketed, and why do you think there's a comet coming? Okay, Bill Gates. Okay, yeah, see, that's a whole other video, and just stay tuned.